Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm evan.sophir with William Ravis Real Estate, residential realtor in Palm Beach County. And today I am joined by my good friend, Mr. Paul Bavaro. Welcome, Paul.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem. My pleasure. And Paul is a financial advisor. So he has a very, very important profession, and he's able to help lots of people, especially during this time of COVID-19. Paul works for Prestige Wealth Partners, right, Paul? Prestige Wealth Partners. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Paul. Tell everyone a little bit about what you do and about your company.
Okay. Prestige Wealth Partners, we're a boutique investment firm down here in Palm Springs, Florida. We do the full-blown financial analysis for our clients, whether it's an individual, family, or business. We really get underneath the hood, so to speak, and try to figure out what the short-term, long-term goals are going to be for each of the folks that we're working with, for each of our clients. And then we go back and we build up a plan that meets their short-term and long-term goals, taking into account all of the concerns that they may have, from a risk tolerance perspective to a time horizon, what they want retirement to look like, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a very comprehensive plan, and we don't sell products. We take the holistic approach when we're dealing with our clients, and figure out what makes the most sense and how we're going to get them from where they are today to where they want to be in the future.
Right, exactly. And that all sounds really good. I have met a few different financial advisors before, but I know you a little bit now, obviously, because we're in the same BNI networking group. And yeah, I think you do a fantastic job. You definitely take, high into detail and communication, which is really great, I'm sure, for a financial advisor. And so did you have an experience with a financial advisor, when you were younger, before you became one? What made you so interested to become a financial advisor?
Actually, when I graduated college back in 1989, I started in a financial services right out of school. I was hired into this management training program with Citibank up in New York. And I worked for them for about 13 or 14 years, and they moved me down here to South Florida, running a couple of their financial centers. So I've always been in financial services. About 13 years ago, I made the transition to go from working on the bank side, or from the other, working on the other side of the desk rather, managing a P&L, managing timesheets and vacation and personal time off and all of that. I wanted to work more shoulder to shoulder with my clients and really help them get where they wanted to go, rather than working for Fortune 500 company and helping them get where they wanted to go.
Right.
So it was a great transition, and it really makes it a much closer relationship, where we're not necessarily looking to, our biggest priority and our first priority is making sure that the client is comfortable with what we're presenting and that we're adding value to the relationship. So I've been in financial services for going on 30 years already. And we've seen a lot of changes over the years, especially with what's going on currently. As I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to ask you as well, because I know for me, obviously my business has definitely altered and changed and been completely modified since, COVID-19. Obviously, there's a lot more Zoom calls, which we're both on right now. But besides just more online work and more, staying at home and doing things, how has it specifically changed for you? Have clients' needs obviously specifically changed?
The clients' needs have definitely changed in that, there's so much uncertainty in our world today, right? I mean, when 2020 started, we had no idea that we'd be dealing with what we've been dealing with as a society, what we've been dealing with in the financial markets, what we've been dealing with internationally as well as domestically. So a client's expectation today is pretty dramatically different from where it was 6 months ago. So there's a lot of hand-holding right now with our clients, making sure that we reaffirm all of the things that we put into place prior to what's been going on over the last couple of months. For our newer clients, there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of concern, as I'm sure you've seen in your business as well.
Yeah.
And you just need to make sure that you're adding value, making sure that you're making your client feel that we're adding something to the relationship and that we're not just selling the hot product or the hot mutual fund.
Exactly. Yeah, you hit it right on the head with adding value. Something that I've noticed just in my specific business, which is again residential real estate, is that communication really goes such a long way, especially now more than ever, because people have questions obviously about their state of affairs, the where they're living, where they want to live. If they were to sell their house, how much can they get? Some people, it obviously means a lot to people, and it's the biggest purchase and or sale of any personal product that they're ever going to have. So it obviously means a lot. So as much as I'm able to inform my clients and list all the positives and negatives of the situation, has been really to the benefit of the client as well as to myself. So especially during these times, something that I've learned even going forward is to almost overly communicate, but maybe not overly communicate, but maybe overly inform, because you can never go wrong. Because knowledge is power, and every client appreciates the more information they have. As of what you were just mentioning too, I'm sure with their finances, they want to know exactly what they're getting involved in. They want to know exactly what's going on with their finances, and they want to know what the plan of it is.
Right. Yep. And there's a lot that goes into that, right, Evan? So, you're finding for your clients, you're finding the ideal home, right? So you're taking into account their children, what their future family is going to look like, what the schools
Right.
are in the teaching industry. Is this a retirement home? Is this an investment property? So there's a lot that you need to get from your clients so that you're showing them the ideal property and the property that makes the most sense for them. So there's the value added that you're bringing to the table, which is obviously going to make things better for you and enhance your relationship with them.
Exactly. Yeah, the location is always very important, and I definitely do my best to get the needs from the client about what they're looking for, and what they want, and then I can assess the situation and point them in the right direction. As even though I'm doing it with houses and living situations, you're doing the same exact thing with their finances. You're assessing the situation and putting them in the best position for their needs. So
Yeah. And I was just having a conversation the other day with someone else in our group, actually, in our BNI group, and we were talking about our careers because we're pretty similar in age, so we've both been in the working world for 30 years, let's say, and how different where we are today versus where we thought we would be when we started work, right? So how much has our career paths changed over the last 30 years from when we came out of school, when we came out of college, to where we are today and what we're doing for our clients and what we're doing for our families. So, there's definitely some pivoting that needs to go on. And, as long as you as an advisor, you in the fiduciary responsibility or in a fiduciary position, make sure that the client is ultimately the first priority, then I think everything's going to fall into place after that.
right, absolutely. Yeah, I 100% agree. And to wrap up the video here, I'd like to I'm going to say one thing that's been on my mind that I think would be a great thing to come from the video with both of us, and then you could say your piece as well. But I've been telling all of my clients and everyone who asks me any real estate questions that now on being on the back end now of 2020 going into 2021, it's the perfect time to plan. So me and Paul are both planners, and we could help you plan. So if anyone is looking to strategize or plan their life going into next year, we can help you tremendously. Both with finding a home, selling a home, um, putting your finances in the right place, advising you in the right way, like Paul can. So if anyone has any questions or anyone would like to start the process of planning, Paul and I are your guys, and we could do it together. So all of our contact information will be here on the screen as well. And Paul, yes, would you like to say, one thing that you'd like everyone to know right now about you and what you could serve in your job?
I think what people are looking for, especially with what's going on today, is to make sure that the person that they're dealing with has their best interest, that their priority is the client rather than the product that they're selling. So for those folks, I think we would have a great relationship, and I look forward to meeting with them.
Right, absolutely. That sounds great. And Paul, thank you so much again for joining me on the video. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely. And again, Paul's information is there on the screen. So if anyone has any, let me ask you this actually, Paul, before I completely wrap it up. What location do you primarily work in? Can you do all of the state of Florida or Palm Beach County, Broward County?
Actually, I have clients all the way up in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, so we are not limited as far as geography is concerned. So if there's clients anywhere around the country, we can make sure that we can set up a Zoom or a conference call and make sure that we're able to do what we need to do remotely if possible.
Right. All right, perfect. That's wonderful. And again, Paul, thank you for joining me. Again, all of our contact information is here. And have a wonderful day, everyone. And if you have any questions, we're your guys. So feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thanks
Again, Evan.
Thank you.